If your bio says, I help women feel their best, this video is for you because right now you sound like every other health coach or practitioner online, and that's exactly why no one's reaching out to work with you. So I'm about to show you why your generic messaging is quietly killing your business, but how to fix it. You'll learn how to build a brand voice that attracts clients easy and makes your message impossible to ignore. Yesterday, I looked at 50 health coach Instagram profiles and 47 of them said almost the exact same thing. I help women feel their best, empowering you to thrive. Your journey to wellness starts here. And after talking to over 100 health coaches this past year, I realized most of them are making the same mistake. They're trying to sound professional instead of sounding like themselves, and that's why their content isn't connecting. But let me give you the truth. You don't need to sound more polished. You need to sound more like you. Because when your message feels real, relatable, and just consistent, people feel like they already know you before they ever hop on a call. So let's walk through my exact process for building a brand voice and message that actually converts. And this is the same framework I actually teach in my Health Coach Starter Kit, helping coaches develop a brand voice that feels authentic and gets real results. We'll go through your brand personality, your tone of voice, your message, and those power lines that make people stop scrolling. And by the end of this video, you know exactly how to show up online in a way that stands out and feels authentic. Now let's jump into it. So let's start with the basics. Your brand is the vibe and values of your business. If your business were a person at a party, what impression would they give? Are they the warm, nurturing friend? Are they the straight-talking truth teller? Or are they scientific nerd that explains everything? So your brand voice is how you sound when you communicate, your tone and your style. And your brand message is what you're actually saying, your I help statement, what problems you solve, and what you stand for. And most coaches never actually define these things, so their content always feels scattered. One day they're sounding super scientific, the next day they're all spiritual and mindset focused. No wonder people don't really know what you're about. Part 2, finding your ideal client voice. So here's the thing about messaging. If you're trying to speak to everyone, you connect with no one. You can still help different types of people, but your message has to speak to one specific person. Think about your favorite client. What are they actually struggling with? And I'm not talking about hormone imbalance, but they're real words that they use. Maybe it's I'm crying over spilled coffee again, or I feel crazy a week before my period, or even I look 6 months pregnant after every meal. Those are the exact words you need to use in your content because that's what they are Googling at 2 a.m. Now turn this into your I help statement and let me give you the formula. I help specific person who specific struggles to specific result. And you don't want to be vague by saying, I help women with wellness. You want to get specific. I help exhausted mums who can't lose the baby weight get their energy back without giving up carbs or leaving their baby to work out. Because when you get this specific, the right people immediately know that you're for them. Part 3, defining your brand voice. So your tone should match your real personality. If people want a ChatGPT as their coach, they'd use it for free. They want you, the real you. So here's a simple exercise I want you to do. Record yourself explaining what you do to a friend. Don't write down a script, just talk like you normally would. Then listen back and write down exactly how you explained it. That's your real voice. Next, pick 3 to 5 words that describe how you naturally talk. Maybe you're warm, direct, and encouraging, or calm, scientific, and thoughtful. Whatever it is, own it completely. Now, I had a client who was naturally funny and sarcastic, but she thought she had to sound super serious as a health coach, but her content had always fell flat. But when she started being herself, writing things like, if you're Googling your symptoms at 2 a.m., you're gonna go crazy, we need to talk. Her DMs started to explode, and one post got 5 discovery calls because people finally felt like they were talking to a real human. Part 4, creating your power lines. Now, power lines are those short, punchy phrases that make people say, yes, that's me. And they're not the boring lines like helping you live your best life. They're the lines that make your ideal client feel instantly seen. And some examples are, healing doesn't have to be so hard, or from bloated and miserable to actually enjoying food again, or even your gut issues aren't in your head, even if your doctor thinks they are. These lines should capture both the struggle and the possibility. So use them in your bio, in your captions, in your email, everywhere, because when people see them consistently, they start associating you with that transformation. Part 5, your brand personality. Your brand personality is how you come across online, and when it's clear and consistent, people feel like they already know you before they even book a call. Are you the calm coach who's gentle and supportive, or the no BS coach who's honest and motivating? That's me. Pick one and own it. And don't try and be all of them, because consistency is what builds trust. And when someone lands on your profile, they should instantly get a sense of who you are and how you help them. I want you to think about what you want people to feel when they find your content. Do you want them to feel, finally, someone who gets it, or they make this stuff so easy to understand? Because that is your brand personality, and that should come across in everything that you post. But now let me save you from the mistakes that keep most coaches stuck. And firstly, it's being too vague. I help women feel better. It means nothing. You need to go more specific. I help new mums who are exhausted and out of touch rebuild their energy with 10-minute nutrition fixes. This means everything. Secondly, sounding like a textbook. Nobody says optimize your microbiome at brunch. They say fix my gut so I stop looking 6 months pregnant. Thirdly, copying other coaches. Your audience can tell when it's not your voice. That coach with 100,000 followers, her voice works well for her. You need to find your own. Fourthly, trying to help everyone with everything. You are not Amazon. Pick one transformation and be known for it. And lastly, making it about you instead of them. They don't care about your 12-week structure. They care about not feeling like crap anymore. So always bring it back to their transformation. So here's how you know if your brand voice and message are actually working. Can you explain what you do in one sentence and have people say, I need that? Or when you post, do people DM you saying it's like you're in my head? Because if not, you're still being too generic. Your message should be so clear and your voice so consistent that people feel like they already know you. So I've actually put together a complete brand voice and messaging guide that walks you through this entire process step by step. It includes templates, real examples, and exercises to help you find your real voice. And it's actually a part of my Health Coach Starter Kit, which also includes website templates, 365 social media posts, video ideas, discovery call scripts, everything you need to build a consistent client attracting business. So comment voice below and I'll send you the link. It's only $47 and it will completely transform how you show up online. Your ideal clients are scrolling right now looking for someone who gets them. But if you sound like everyone else, they'll keep scrolling. But when you find your real brand voice, everything is going to change. You don't need to sound professional, you just need to sound like you. So next week, I'll show you how to take everything we've built, your message, your voice, and how to use it on discovery calls that actually gets clients saying yes. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.